The Buffalo Sabres are a wagon. How do we know? Because they're making win now moves, not win at some point in a future decade moves. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. And for those of you who don't know who the Buffalo Sabres are, quite frankly, I don't blame you. In the early 2000s, closer to the 2010s, but, like 2007, 2008-ish, maybe 6, 7, 8. The Buffalo Sabres were one of the best teams in hockey, year in and year out. This was during the Buffalo Bills playoff drought, so the city of Buffalo was, in fact, a hockey town. Hang on. What just happened here? Holy crap. Hold on. Do we have breaking news on a trade? Might we have breaking news on a trade? And we have breaking news on a trade, folks. Adam Schefter just dropped the news. The Chicago Bears are working to finalize a trade that would send wide receiver DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. Holy mother of Moses. Big Baller Bean is back. Big Baller Bean is back. That did not even seem like it was within the realm of possibility. DJ Moore, formerly of the Chicago Bears, is, according to Adam Schefter, on his way to being a Buffalo Bill. I had a whole podcast ready to talk about not DJ Moore, but let's talk about DJ Moore now. I was going to talk about Colton Parayko, who is on the way to being traded to being a Buffalo Sabre. I was going to talk hockey, but I suppose now, thanks for breaking news, we're going to talk about DJ Moore. DJ Moore of the Chicago Bears. Hang on. We're doing this on the fly, so you'll excuse me. So DJ Moore, I'm going to go through his career statistics here real quick. He has, as of 2025, 608 career receptions, 8,213 receiving yards, 41 receiving touchdowns, 510 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. We do love ourselves a versatile player. He was with the Carolina Panthers from 2018 to 2022. He was with the Chicago Bears from 2023 until, this moment. Wild stuff, folks. Wild stuff. We'll have more analysis on this later, but he's a big receiver at 6 foot. He's 213 pounds. Yeah. Great if Brandon Beane was able to pull off this trade, great move. Great move for the offense. DJ Moore was a guy who was not trapped on a subpar offense. I don't want to say trapped, but he is a guy who will thrive with Josh Allen under center. Why? Well, because frankly, he's a really good wide receiver. We'll have more to talk about with this in the next couple of days, just because it literally just popped up on my feed. I was caught completely off guard. I got a text from a buddy that said, DJ Moore, super excited. Wow. Okay. Back to what I was going to talk about. The Sabres are a wagon. And apparently the Bills are a wagon now as well. But the Sabres are a wagon, and they're making win-now moves. How do I know they're making win-now moves? Because they're making plays to trade for guys like Robert Thomas of the St. Louis Blues and Colton Parayko, he of the same team. Colton Parayko is a defenseman. Robert Thomas is a center. Now, Rob Thomas is a little bit younger. He's 26. Parayko is 32, but win now moves, you can go after older players who are still good, who are in the prime of their career. The thing we're waiting on is to see if Colton Parayko approves of the trade, because he has a no trade clause. Now, 2 months ago, this wouldn't even be a discussion. You wouldn't get Colton Parayko to come to the Sabres because the Sabres were awful. They were one of the worst teams in the league. They currently sit second in the Eastern Conference. And that is a ridiculous turnaround and a ridiculous move. And when you watch the Sabres, you get the sense that they're just a group of guys who they're sick of hearing the noise. That's the only explanation I can give, right? Sure, they're playing better, their power play kill is strong, they're, yada, yada, yada. But they just have something on their side. And they have what I call unquantifiable stats on their side, right? It's like when you watch a football game and the ball just starts bouncing your way, or like basketball, the ball just starts bouncing your way. Like the puck is just bouncing their way. They have momentum on their side. And momentum is one of those things where it's like I can't really quantify it, but I know it when I see it. The Sabres have it right now in spades. And making a move, a win-now move to go after Colton Parayko is huge. Of course, then again, the Bills are making similar moves going after DJ Moore. I'm a big-time Buffalo fan right now. I'm a huge fan of the fact that the Buffalo sports teams in general are making moves like this. Love, love, love to see it. Keep up the momentum, guys. I don't know how else to say it, but you need to keep that momentum going as we move into the offseason. I was going to get into kind of the technicalities of like a no trade clause and whether or not I agree with them philosophically, but I just want more information on whether DJ Moore actually is officially traded or not. Schechter broke the news, but the compensation can't be announced until the new league year begins. This is a move that wasn't on anybody's radar, right? The Bills had been tied to Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's going to test unrestricted free agency for the first time in his career. We had been tied to possibly A.J. Brown, who was being made available by the Philadelphia Eagles. I talked about these wide receivers yesterday. But DJ Moore, I'll be honest, it caught me completely off guard. DJ Moore caught me completely off guard. I didn't see that coming from anywhere. That is just a move. I guess that's why I'm not an NFL GM, right? I'm trying to see if there's any other updates. Let's see. No significant updates yet. Just DJ Moore coming to the Bills, as broken by Adam Schefter and I'm sure others. But I'm just blown away. I would love to say that I would love to say that I'm on top of it and I knew that was coming. Nope, had no idea. And quite frankly, if I'm DJ Moore, I'm thrilled. Not because Caleb Williams is necessarily a bad quarterback, but just because Josh Allen is better. Caleb Williams, we'll see if he actually grows into the quarterback that everybody thinks he can grow into. Josh Allen is that dude right now. If you're DJ Moore, this is big for your career. This is a great move for your career. And that's an instant move for a wide receiver one. And apparently, and I didn't know this, Joe Brady and DJ Moore have apparently worked together in the past. Okay. Now that I read closer Adam Schefter's wording, Chicago Bears are working to finalize a trade that would send wide receiver DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. Compensation still is being discussed, and the trade cannot be processed until the new league year begins, but both sides are pushing to make it happen. Okay. So I'm going to pump the brakes on my own enthusiasm, because if compensation is still being discussed, then yeet. There's a lot that could still happen, folks. Right now, though, both the Bills and the Bears are excited to get this trade done. Get it done, Bean. All I have to say to you is get it done. I don't have a ton of other breaking news. Other than Colton Parayko has not waived his no-trade clause. Or at least he hasn't yet. Okay. This was a scatterbrained and wandering 10 minutes with Nick, but we got breaking news in the middle of it, so that's how we are. But in the meantime, enjoy your Thursday. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.